think I'm peaking right now in terms of cultural experience. Have more.
All the fixtures and all the carvings is all original, preserved very well.
I'm in a Buddhist temple, and you know, I've always wanted to have this experience, and I'm having it right now. Like, what's life? I'm just like loving, just loving this. Look at me, who am I? Fucking globetrotter. Okay. To the mountain so that I can see Mount Fuji, and I got in a cable car and it went down to the parking lot, so going back up slowly but steady. I forgot that I'm in a cash country, and so I couldn't pay, and I was like sad, went away, asked the first person I found who was working in a shop if there was an ATM close by. And she was like, no, it's very far. Do you not have a bus ticket? And I was like, yeah, I just don't have ticket to get, like, cash to get the roadway. And she gave me money. Like, what the fuck? If I'd been in a different country and I said I didn't have money to get on the cable cars, people would be like, oh, that sucks. Sucks for you. And here, people were so nice. She gave me money so that I can come up and see it. And really puts into perspective of people, and yeah, makes me feel very humble. I kind of want to share my 2 cents on traveling alone, because I think it's something that everyone should do at some point during their life. And it's kind of cheesy to say that traveling alone allows you to find yourself,
But in a way, it's kind of true because you don't have anyone else but yourself to rely on, whether that be directions or food or, having a good time. And obviously, you should be cautious, don't be stupid, but it can be such an empowering feeling. But I think a lot of us have reservations towards traveling alone because we're scared of being lonely. But being lonely has an emotional component to it, whereas being alone is just a fact. And it gives you a lot of power what to do with that. You can decide where to go, what to do. And to be honest, it's probably going to make you a lot more open-minded in terms of engaging in conversation with people that you otherwise wouldn't talk to. And I think that mastering the skill of having a good time alone is so important, so rewarding, and I just think it's something that everyone should do. I'm in the stairs of doom. Honestly, I made it a power walk. I died, but these stairs are also known as the stairs of enlightenment because they're so steep and challenging that when you reach the top, you're meant to be enlightened. And it was like doing a Stairmaster. Let's sit down, shall we? I'll be in, now I'm out in nowhere. This is so freaking far away from home. And I think that we tend to get stuck in our ways. We're so used to our surroundings, everything kind of just becomes nothing is new and interesting, you don't really think about what you see around you. But then as soon as you go to a teeny tiny place far away from home, I personally always get struck by the thought of, oh, people work here too. And then I start to kind of my mind starts to think about how their everyday life is. Because I'm only visiting. I'm only here for a short second. And then when I'm at work at home and I have tourists visiting and I'm having a conversation with tourists, I always try and reverse think that. So I imagine them coming into my establishment, or not mine, but where I work, seeing me, and they're only meeting me for a brief second. I feel like when you do travel, suddenly you start to think about these things. I don't know if that makes sense, but another reason why you should travel alone. But traveling is a privilege. Not everyone can do it, and it's expensive. Most of my travels have been done with student loans, so I have a really expensive bill waiting for me when I finish my degree.
I'm doing a white bath. I think this is an onsen-ish, and they're not public anymore because of COVID, which is really convenient because if not, probably wouldn't be able to come in here because of tattoos. But there are so many windows in this room, so I feel really insecure because I'm I can't see what's outside. I don't know what's out there. We had a conversation in class the other day about what we miss in our countries, family, friends, all that jazz. And the first thing that everyone says was the food of their home country, which is interesting. This is the creamiest tofu I've ever tried. I think I spoke about it in my first video, how food is a bit of a challenge. And it still is. And this is delicious, don't get me wrong, but half of the time I don't know what I'm eating. Sorry, that was me. That was extremely ironic. I can't believe I got that on film. Natto is kind of like fermented beans, and Japanese people rave about it. Personally, I'm not a big fan. But I think it's one of those things that you have to try many times. I like the fried version. The fried version is a little bit better. It's got like very special taste.